Everyone, thank you for joining us today. Is that right? DTT has a question. Go ahead, DTT. No question? Okay, no problem. Today, I think we have some announcements to make. Is there some photos or something? What happened is this weekend we have this past week we just opened the new branch called Jewel Flower Chan Center, Soul Center in Seoul. And so we're excited about it, and we want to tell you about it. YongHua Son Won. Okay. Son is Chan, Won is Yun, is the small temple. Okay. YongHua is jewel flower. Got that? Now you know Korean as much as I do. Okay, here we are. Here's what's happening. This is a new edition we first entered Korea 5 years ago at JMT, Jewel Mountain Temple. And then a few years later, we opened Jewel Conch, okay? And then this past month, we opened Jewel Flower. It's a lease thing, and we're very excited about it. It's in Seoul. So Jewel Conch is in Bundang, which is about an hour away. Okay, by bus. Okay. So it is in the Jungno district of Seoul. Okay, it's a very Jungno is a cultural center of Seoul. It's the old town, if you will. And to give you an idea, it's very good access. Has excellent access. It has Jogesa, which is the main temple of the Joge order. We tiny branch across the street from there, okay? And the great things about it is that you can go have lunch at Jogesa for $1 for you lay people, which is very generous of them to support the people for vegetarian meals. The monks and nuns can eat for free, so it's a beautiful tradition that Joge order has there. And as you notice, it has very good access. It has the train station, there are many stations around, walking distance, and stations everywhere. And guess what? Also, we have the palace, the couple of major palaces. Which one? I cannot tell which one from which. This is a real big one, right? What happened to my Korean disciples? There she is. Okay, you know, there's 2 major palaces there. One is real popular Buddhist attraction, tourist attraction. And the other one is the older palace where we never own any building there. Okay, so we content with renting one. The great news is that it's also next to a 1-star Michelin vegetarian restaurant, the only one in Seoul that has a Michelin star. Okay, I highly recommend their special tea. Makes you feel real good. Okay, which one is us? Oh, yeah, potato head. That's us right here. Okay. See, all this building here, we have the 3rd floor. Right here. And this is the entrance. So already there are lots of activities. Look at that. There are posters already. Jewel Flower Temple on 3rd floor. It has virtually every day. There is activities for everyone every day. Okay, if you can fit in. And this it has meditation, of course. It has yoga. It looks like it. And there's bowing meditation. Okay, Jewel Flower Temple. There you go. The sign there, and a beautiful sign. And this is for the opening ceremony, opening event. You got some flowers there. We were given, I think this is given some flowers. And this is the inside. You begin to reveal the inside for you. Lots of wood. And we were offered a lot of flowers, Korean flowers, Korean orchids. And this is while it was being prepared. This is the front of the building. Across the street here is Jogesa, okay, the Jogye temple. And don't think this is one room. This is the entire temple right there, entire 3rd floor. Hard not to be humble, see how small we are, how insignificant we are in the scheme of things. Okay, this is one of our followers helping out. They're all helping out here. Getting ready for the opening ceremony. Look how excited they are. And for one thing, they're not arguing at all. And they're all wearing masks because it's still probably very dusty. A lot of construction going on there, and they're excited about this. Look like a statue. This is the person who, the artist who helped us gild the statue. We're given a statue from a Korean Sunim, and so this is the unveiling of the statue here. It's being covered up. Is a new gilded Wanyin statue. And wow, the woodwork is not bad looking, huh? And para, what happened to the drum roll? And this is the original statue, which is about 50 years old, a lot older than most of you, before you were born. Okay, and so she, the artist, stripped the statue, the original statue. Look at how beautiful it has, mustache and everything. Yeah? And then she had to sand it down to make it real smooth. Okay, really smooth it out, and then re-gilded it this way. Didn't she do a great job? Huh? Great job, huh? Nice. Yeah. Huge difference. And don't know what happened to the mustache. He got shaved. Okay, a very old statue for you, mind you. 50-year-old statue. Original Korean style statue. All right? It's Wanyin, in case you're wondering who it is. Okay, and that's the photo of the altar. The small altar there. And it's flowers, fruits. Not bad. Opening ceremony, entering and seating. So we invited some guests, and to have for the opening ceremony. And we have some few Sunim friends very supportive of our Dharma propagation there, and they showed up. And I'm proud to tell you that it's a full house. We got all filled up, all like 20 people. We could accommodate about 20 people in this new place. And actually we had to, and our fearless leader in Korea right now is Sinan Sunim, who gave a speech, a welcome speech. And the Koreans, they look more adorned than we do, don't they? Okay. Lay people came, did the ceremony, entering, okay, and look at how peace XA looks. All right. Not bad looking altar, huh? Okay. And look how they covered up the window. It looks like a Korean, traditional Korean style windows here. This is Korean. And they have the projector here. Oh well. We're very grateful for the support of the locals there. A lot of people helped out, contributed. Some of our Sunim friends are supportive. They came around to participate in the ceremony. And then because we are all there to help Korean Buddhism, spread Mahayana, and the press showed up as well. Yeah. And Shenan is repainting the mustache on the statue, I think. Better not. Is opening eyes thing? Oh, really? So what is that? That is the mantra thing or the Sanskrit thing? I see. Okay. And it's widely participated. Okay. Look, this is JF. This is DTT. Look at that. The old abbot was participating online, and then we also have our abbots here joining in as well. The 3 abbots joined in. All right, and the Sunims, guest Sunims, were also addressing us. Soktu Sunim and good friends have been a long time, and Dongmyong Sunim from a big temple there as well. So they very, very kind and supportive. We really appreciate that. And this is a photo op. I don't know most of these people. Okay. Oh, Dragon Lady. Oh, look at that. All right. In case you're wondering, these gray people are to be ordained soon, okay, to become bhikshunis. Okay, we have high hope for all these people. Okay, Dharma propagation. And look, we're all there in Korea to help propagate and strengthen contribute to Korean Buddhism. So we're very happy that that people are appreciative of that. This is still JF or is it JC? Oh, this is JF, First Sunday Assemblies. All right. Very first Sunday assembly. Look at that. All the people are old faces. Probably asked them to show up to pose for photos. I recognize most of these people. And First Sunday Assembly. Okay. Chant class and tea time. So, very active. They have programs every day. Now, trying to maximize the space we have there. And what's this? Oh, on the tea shop. Where is this? American Weiyang. And what does it say here? Your Korean is as good as mine, okay? What does it say? Go ahead. You cannot hear the sound? Can you read?
They have a lunch offering at the near the cafe, Korean coffee shop or.
Oh, there's a coffee shop there. So there's no room in the temple, so you have to eat lunch outside. Okay. Okay. That's it. Okay. Any questions? Okay. We're doing this because the plan has always been to go where the students are, where people who are willing to learn and they can be trained are. And, for example, this morning we did the Pureland assembly here. If you were in Korea, they chant very well. And everyone chants, okay? And so the Koreans are very good cultivators. So I'm very pleased with it. This is why we keep on expanding. Now this is our third location, and because in Seoul, you probably know already, there's tremendous traffic. The traffic is horrendous. Therefore, you need to localize the locations in order to serve the Korean disciples better. So that's why we opened that place there, and we're also able to do that because we have more manpower. We actually have been growing organically. We recruit young people, new people still are joining us in Korea. They like the cultivation. They find happiness with cultivation. And part of the training is to improve themselves in order to help others. Okay, and so that's why I hope this will continue in the foreseeable future. I notice we have a lot of talented people who are in the assembly. Many of them have also joined the Sangha in a training program. So I'm very excited about the future of Korean Buddhism. And again, I'm very grateful for the generous support from the locals and from the hard work of our people our followers and our sanghas over there. Yes, DTT.
2 questions. First of all, is there any Sunim living in that temple to support the temple? And second question is, does this temple have its own schedule, or does it follow our Bodhi Light general schedule with all the programs online on Zoom? Or it just invented its own schedule? Thank you.
Good questions. Number one, when we got the temple, we only got 1 floor. It's impossible to find a place there that you like, that I like. This is on a major street as well. When I was there in the springtime, a few months ago, we were looking at a few places around there, actually. So this is a very excellent location, but it's very, very tiny. And so we thought that we just get it, and our people would sleep in the Buddha hall, eat in the Buddha hall, and this to show people how tough we are. Okay, but I thought about it again. I said it's a very quick way to lose all your sanghas if that's what you put them through. So we rented an apartment about walking distance from there. It's a 2-bedroom apartment, so we looked out. Actually, as soon as we got the lease for the temple, the apartment became available. Okay, and very auspicious sign. So we snatched it, and so we can accommodate about 3 people because we need a lot of manpower there. So that's all we have right now. With looking at buying some apartments in the same buildings because I need space for our people. And as I look at the attitude and the support we got from JF, I'm now committed to buying at least 1 more apartment. We're looking at some 2 or 3 bedroom apartments in the same building. I'm very concerned about the safety of our people there because it's very high traffic. The foot traffic is horrendous, so you don't know who's going to walk into the temple and so forth. And our schedule, like we work very late into the night, early in the morning, so I'm very concerned about the safety of our nuns. And so I'm glad we found a temple which is walking distance. It's like 5-minute walk. Okay, so that's why we do have space for our people, and I feel confident enough because of the attitude again from our people that and the support that I'm gonna start buying some apartments there. So we're looking at a 3-bedroom apartment to acquire. Okay, the reason is that it's in that area. You shouldn't have a problem renting it out should we move down the road 5-10 years. All right, so we are buying an apartment there, at least 1 apartment for now, and potentially more in the future, depending on how much more we grow at JF. Okay, we're also looking at renting another floor in the same building. Okay, and so forth. The location is most excellent is because there's many Buddhist disciples going there already, and we simply offer the American Mahayana training for those who wish to do it. So, and I like the fact that they're very aggressive. They have full schedule every single day. There's some activities at the temple already. All right. And so, yes, we do have living accommodations for our sanghas. All right? And what's the second question?
Have their own schedule, or they follow our global schedule with Bodhi Light in terms of weekend lectures, our Zoom classes, or they have their own localized?
they have their own programs because it's supposed to serve the local people, all right? However, they also have the option of doing inter-temple and follow our schedules here in the U.S. as well. For example, this has been the case at JC, Jewel Conk, where they can join in the various events here in the U.S., like the teas and the spiritual assemblies and so forth. The Koreans are very, very vigorous cultivators. They attended many of our assemblies here, U.S. Timetable. They get up very early. Okay, but they do have their own schedule. As I said, every single day there's some event for every single day so far. And I remember Master YongHua's style of these smaller temples is that you have a chant class in the morning for people to come and sit before they go to work, and a chant class in the afternoon after work, so that they can recover and get ready to go home. Okay, so they may want to experiment with that. Okay, depending on how it is. But the thing is that I think we're gonna be offering lots more classes that will serve the followers there. As many classes as possible. Okay, so every single location will have their own local schedule in general. All right, and since this is a great location, excellent location, but because of the small size, so we're going to have to maximize the use by offering as many classes as possible. Conceivably, it could act like a small place where you offer one class at 8 o'clock and 9:30 you have another class, 11 you have break for lunch and come back and so forth. All right, conceivably. All right, so my first concern is to make sure our people are safe and they have what they need to do their work. All right, any other questions? If not, then good job, everyone in Korea. Thank you for your hard work and your support. And best of luck to you. I think they're sleeping right now. Question?
Yeah, we have 2 YouTube questions.
Yeah.
Not related to JF. But, the first one is from Jane. She says, in yesterday's Chan talk, Master said making feints while playing soccer is scheming. It would add filth to our mind. Can Master please elaborate a bit more? I have always wondered if strategies applied in competitive sports leads to bad karma. No,
you're reading too much into it. I'm talking on the mindset in order for you when you play soccer, when you go like this. There's a mind that's behind it, okay? But that's competitive sports. That's a competition. That's normal. I'm talking about when you cultivate, when you live at the temple, you stay at the temple, you come to the temple to cultivate. You don't have to do like that. Outside, I understand. But within the temple, inside the temple, you can not have to worry about that kind of manipulation and scheming. All right? And?
The second question is from Monk Life Meditation. It says, Master, how do we know if our actions are right or wrong concerned with leading us to the Pure Land?
The foundation of Buddhist cultivation is precepts, rules of morality. There's the rules. They're designed, they are extremely insightful. They're designed to help us avoid going off the cliff. Okay, and so what people don't realize is that if you cultivate vigorously the way that the Asians are taught to do, it's unlike here in the West, where it's a lot more relaxed. They come to, let's say, a meditation class, mindfulness meditation class is to feel happy, to feel peaceful and so forth, every now and then. For us Asians, and the cultivation, especially in Korea, for example, they're very, very vigorous. That's the nature of the spiritual pursuit. You need to be very vigorous. And being vigorous is similar to going at high speed on the freeway. And therefore, if you go at high speed, there must be rules. Otherwise, you're going to get in big trouble. So that's why the Buddha had that kind of wisdom. So he taught us something called Vinaya, or rules of moralities. Those are actually our guidelines for our meditation, for our practices. And unfortunately, it's not well understood nowadays, those precepts. For example, my Chinese teacher, when he brought Mahayana to the US years ago, 50 years ago, he taught meditation, he taught Pureland, but as the major thrust of his work. Well, what people don't realize is that when you teach chant, when they teach Pureland, it must be based on Vinaya, rules of morality. So what he did is he taught those rules of morality as part of the foundation of a chant, part of foundational cultivation. Okay, he didn't really spell it out the way that the Chinese would in the past. In the Chinese, if you were to become a monk or a nun and build your skill set, the first thing you need to learn is the first 5 years to learn about precepts. No one does it nowadays anymore. So now what the patriarchs are doing, the teachers are doing, is using expedience. It's only because they have wisdom to be able to do that. So when, for example, give you an example, when we teach Chan here, we also do the same thing. We sit with you for an hour, okay, or 20 minutes or whatever, depending on how your style of teaching. We sit for an hour with you, and after that, I speak Dharma to you. The speaking Dharma there is designed to help you build a foundation of precepts, number one. Number two, also answer questions that you might have, okay? Because when you drive at high speed, when you practice vigorously, you're bound to have questions. You're bound to have some concerns, some obstructions. So you're there to answer questions you might have, allay any fears. For example, the Vietnamese, when they practice vigorously in Chan, they run into demonic states. Why is that? And that's why the Vietnamese tell each other not to practice chant, practice Pureland is safer. But they don't realize that the reason that when they practice meditation, they get into demonic states. Many of them got into demonic states is because they lack the proper foundation of the precepts. Okay? That's why they get in trouble. Same thing. So they told themselves, this is not just the Vietnamese, the Malaysians and the Chinese as well. And so they told themselves, practice Pureland because you won't get into demonic states. It's not true either, because when you practice Pureland right, you also can get into demonic states as well, because you don't have the proper foundation. Okay? And so that's indirectly answers your second question. The second question says, how do we go to the Pureland? If you get into demonic states, it's very unlikely that you go to the Pureland yourself. So that's why the best way for you to optimize your chance of rebirth at the Pureland is to find someone who understands Pure Land and practice within that guidelines. Because I feel that the Asian Pure Land Buddhism is not effective enough for me personally. That includes my own Chinese teacher. He's probably the best one. That's the basis of my knowledge, my understanding. But also, the Chinese don't go far enough. For instance, okay, I find it misleading because I went through that confusion myself, that they talked about reciting the Buddha's name as if you can go to Pure Land is automatic because the scriptures say so. And it's true, but it's misleading for the adherents to Pure Land practitioners because it's true that when you recite the Buddha's name, the Buddhas and the patriarchs did say that you go to the Pure Land. 10,000 people recite, 10,000 people will be reborn to the Pure Land. However, it's misleading because it sounds like they're going to be reborn, but it says it's reborn for sure, but it doesn't say when. That's my problem, okay, with Asian Pure Land Buddhism. So that's what we call ours, American Pure Land, because we want to make it clear for you. We spell it out for you. We add more things for you to increase your chances of rebirth this lifetime. Okay? Don't wait, because once you miss this boat, it's very hard to find another one. Okay? Yeah. All right, so short answer, find someone who understands Pure Land Buddhism, and good luck to you. Thank you for the question. We stop here today and take a short break, come back for the lunch offering. Thank you.